The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com.
Welcome, old-time radio lovers to the Boxcars 7-Eleven Old-Time Radio Pod. I am Bob Camarodello, your host, and for the next hour or so, your guide, as we travel back in time, back before TV was, to the golden age of radio.
Presenting the Ziegfeid Follies of the Air, starring Fanny Brice and James Melton. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Ziegfeid Follies, presented tonight and every Saturday night by Colgate Palmolive Teeth, to introduce you to Palmolive, the world's largest-selling beauty soap. The soap made with olive oil to keep skin young and lovely.
Opening night at the Follies tonight, and every one of you, through the magic of radio, has a seat to the greatest show on Broadway, created 29 years ago by that master showman of America, Florence Ziegfeld. The Ziegfeld Follies, cradle of the world's greatest entertainers. From this stage, the master showman Ziegfeld presented unknowns. Overnight, they became stars. Eddie Cantor, the lovely Nora Bayes, W.C. Fields, golden-voiced Ruth Etting, Gladys Glad, Marilyn Miller of the Twinkling Feet, Fanny Brice, the lovely dancer, Ann Pennington, the famous black-faced comedian and singer Bert Williams, Leon Errol, James Barton, and most loved of all, the late Will Rogers first gave out his homely American philosophy over the lights of the Ziegfeld stage. Do you wonder there's excitement in the air? It's another opening night, another opening of the greatest, the most extravagant, the most beautiful show on Broadway. Excitement out front, people clamoring for tickets, everyone heading for the Follies. Excitement backstage, outside Fanny Brice's dressing room.
Tell Miss Brice it's me, James Melton.
Oh, come in, Jimmy. Sit down a minute, Jimmy.
Hey, I'm all excited.
So am I.
I always get shivers up and down my spine before an opening night.
That is more than just an opening night. Think of it, Jimmy. We're bringing the Ziegfeld Follies to every corner of the United States.
It's just got to be good.
You bet it has. 10 million people will be listening in. People in California, Omaha, Nebraska. Every person in the United States can hear our Ziegfeld Follies tonight.
Say, what are all those telegrams on the table?
Wires from all over the United States, Jimmy. Look, here's one from Billy Burke. We'll be listening into the Follies here in my Hollywood home, just as if I were there. Stop. Palmolive is to be congratulated. Good luck.
Here's one from W.C. Fields. Thrilled to hear Flo Ziegfeld Follies is being broadcast. I'll be with you by radio.
And look at this one from Marilyn Miller. I'll be with you as of old, though I'm thousands of miles away. Good luck.
Here's one from Ruth Etting.
And another from Leon
And one
Errol.
from Gladys Glad. Telegrams from Eddie Cantor, from Ruth Etting, from W.C. Fields. Telegrams from every corner of the nation, from stars who will hear the Ziegfeld Follies of the Air in their own homes. Yes, and you, too, in the comfort of your own easy chairs, can enjoy every scene. Laugh at the comedy of our feminine star, Fanny Brice. Thrill to the great songs of James Melton, our singing star. To the lovely voice of Patty Chapin, Broadway's newest sensation. To the music of Al Goodman's orchestra. To the dancing and singing of our famous Ziegfeld chorus. Yes, thrill to the Follies tonight, opening night, and the story behind the Follies. The story of Alice Moore, who wants to see her name in electric lights. The story of a girl who wants to become a star in the Follies. Let's follow her now as she walks down the alley to the entrance that leads backstage.
Alice.
You're holding a gun and you say you've done nothing?
What are you doing here?
I just had to see her for a minute or two, so I came here. We haven't had much time together since last week.
Oh, I know, Eddie. I'm just so busy getting ready for the Follies opening night that I really...
That's just what I wanted to come here to see you about, Alice. We're going to be married in 2 weeks, and I've come to ask you to give up this usher's job tonight.
Oh, but Eddie, I told you it isn't just the usher's job. It's means to an end.
What end?
Eddie, you see those great big letters in electric lights with Fanny Brice's name? Well, someday you're going to see my name up there. Alice Moore.
Oh, no, Alice, that really isn't what you want. You want a home.
Oh, of course you
Now,
do.
listen, dear, we're going to settle down and raise a
Oh,
family.
Eddie, I want those things, too. But first I've got to make a stab at this.
And you want Mr.
I've got
Ford to
something
believe
inside of me that won't let me
Oh,
rest.
please, you got a
I want to be somebody,
I
Eddie.
can't afford not to.
When I walk down the street and I see electric lights with big names on
You
them,
really did kill
something
Steve
inside talks to me
Okay,
and
make it a
says,
pencil, Julie.
Alice,
Get all this in
that's
paper.
going to be you someday.
Now, Miss Lee, that's...
Someday, somehow, some way, I'm going to be famous, Eddie. I know it. Why, I can sing. Maybe you don't think so, but I know it. And I'm going to make the whole world know it. Oh, I'll make you so proud to have me as your
neighbors
wife.
said they heard a bit
You've
of a
made up your
ding
mind?
going from the place.
Yes.
You won't quit this usher job tonight?
No, Eddie, I won't.
Alice, it isn't as if I didn't have enough money. I can support you.
It isn't
And
you, Eddie. It's me. It's something inside that's bigger than me. Bigger than you two, Eddie. Bigger than both of us. Oh, there's no reason why
Now,
we
come
can't
on, Miss
both
Lee. You
work.
want some help? Okay,
After I
cooperate.
get to the top,
Forget your pride.
we'll have our family, Eddie. But first I
you're
want to...
sure this is the thing you want?
I'm sure, Eddie.
More than you want
There was a
me?
model, dark,
What?
Italian sort of woman.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, unless you quit your job tonight and give up this foolish stage idea, the wedding is off. We're through.
Then there was
If I don't quit tonight, you don't want to marry me?
That's right. It's one thing or the other. No wife of mine will work along Broadway in this theater atmosphere.
Eddie, you don't understand why it's
Oh,
only the
that's
beginning.
final, and I want your answer now, Alice. Now.
left just before I got in.
Okay.
Now.
Oh, anything else?
Just that
Well, Eddie,
I didn't tell him.
maybe I'm a fool, but I'm hitching my wagon to a star. I've got to go through with this, no matter what the consequences.
That's final?
Oh, Eddie,
That's final.
It'll be enough from you, Julie.
Melanie, give me another 5 minutes.
Goodbye, Alice.
Any
Eddie.
more interviews with your client,
Eddie, I'm
will have to
sorry.
be made in the cells.
Please
And you'll get written
understand.
permission from her lawyer. Sergeant, take Miss Lee away,
Goodbye.
please.
This way, Miss Lee.
So Alice Moore chooses between marriage and a dream. Now she enters the theater to take her place at the head of aisle 2, spick and span in her Braided Follies theater uniform. What will the Follies opening mean to her? The feeling of suspense, of tension is in the air. It affects everyone in the theater, actors, stars, writers, musicians, stagehands, ushers. Yes, and of course it affects Alice Moore. In this theater lie her dreams. Dreams of success, of glamour, dreams of stardom. We follow her as she takes her place at the head of aisle 2 in the Follies Theater.
Check it out over there.
Must have his agent on board.
I mean, some of those programs, mine are all gone. Hey, what do you do, Alice? Eat them? My section's about all full already. You take us to the theater 5 times tonight, huh? May I see your tickets, please?
It's not
First
closed.
stairway to the
Not
left.
until that girl's
Some
tried
people
and a
are
verdict
dumb. They
come
got
out.
balcony written on the ticket. What's the matter, Alice? You look all pale. Don't you feel well? I just broke up with Eddie. What? After going with a boy for 2 years? Say, you crazy. Maybe. Listen, Alice, all I can say is think twice before you walk out on a good guy. Say, Irene, would you do something for me? Maybe. What is it? Give this note to Fanny Bryce. No.
Frankly, I
Why don't you give it to her yourself? Oh, I haven't the nerve.
That's
I wanted to hear you sing. I wrote it about a week ago. Oh, just give it to her, will you, please? Oh, stage struck. Sure, I'll give it to her. Do it now. Maybe she'll see me after the first act. Yeah, maybe. The lights are dimming. You could go backstage now. Well, Chance, you know Fanny Bryce is as nervous as a cat before the curtain goes up. I told you I'd get it before the first act's over. Well, where are you going? Backstage. Well, give her that letter, will you? That's what I'm doing.
Morning, Miss Lee.
A letter to Fanny Bryce. A letter and a prayer. It is the moment of moments. Out front of the boxes, lady and ermine, gentlemen in tails, and the orchestra seats in the balconies, in the ball-headed row, people eagerly awaiting the opening of the new 1936 Follies. Out of the door in the orchestra pit comes a keen-looking man in white tie and tails. He steps onto the conductor's stand. It's Al Goodman. He takes the bow. He's opening his 110th show. He smiles to his wife in the seat behind him. Up goes the baton, and the overture begins. The 1936 Follies have begun.
It means you would lost about £250,000 to the American Publishing Company.
My father founded this company, Mr. Troy.
That was nothing. It still is nothing without Steve on its nothing. £250,000, I think so.
Like what? The main reason for it is well, I'm not going to be joking. I'm not going to because I'm He's dead and suspicious. Yes, sir. He's digging around for the other
Well, let's see.
Please, if that's right, you should be pleased.
And if I'm not,
thorough investigation. There's clues to the time if we do.
And if I don't?
There's trouble. Now, about that 200.
Lady, please, just understand everything,
I'm very sorry. It's a shame. Attractive men like you.
Through the great Mr. Ziegfeld's famous portal, past the world's
They're the
most
sweetest
glorious
things
mortal.
in between
And that
threats.
brings us to you. So, in order to set every brain in the world to glorify the American girl, we promise you music, glamour, and fun.
I'm sure
So
the
settle
fire
yourself and
Now,
get
just
it
hold
quick.
tight, Julia.
For the
Let this
curtain
window
is
open in a
rising
minute.
on scene
There's a
number
law
one.
against this, you
An
know.
unsettled
It's called breaking
called
and entering.
rhythm.
So there's a law.
Our
I have to get inside
good
Rennick's apartment.
Ready for your campaign, rhythmatic. Got it right, campaign, rhythmatic. Anyone can do it, you know, you do it, and you're right. You can do it, and you do it kind of crazy, rhythmatic. It'll drive you crazy, rhythmatic. If the minute's rocking, you raise your shoulder and your front. You hit,
Remind you
you
that
rise,
taste
and
is
then you
overwhelming.
walk a little
They
bit,
impress me.
And they're bound to do.
talk a little bit.
Everybody's been searching for. There's something else.
But if I dance to think of it, then everybody's doing rhythmatic.
Looking for another
There is something doing rhythmatic. Every little poet is perfect on his to the floor. We know, right from dancer, yes, gotta do that rhythmatic.
Page 148, huh?
149.
Now, girls, if you are ready, we'll begin our lesson in arithmetic.
All right,
All right, Miss Jones, step forward.
all right, Professor.
Doesn't Melissa
You take
either.
6 steps to the left, 4 to the
Exactly
right.
how many
You get
women
that?
are in
Yes.
this case?
I take 11
Well,
steps.
Rennick
What
must
do you
have
mean,
collected
11
them.
steps? 6 and 4 make 10.
Oh, no, Professor. 6 and 4 don't make 10.
Why not?
Because 5 and 5 make 10.
Miss Jones, your arithmetic is bad. I'm going to give you a lesson. Now, listen very carefully. If I lay 1 egg over here, and if I lay 2 eggs over here,
Oh, Professor, I don't believe you can do it.
Am I getting away too? Sealed off the apartment.
There's nothing to it, and your attitude, you're dancing, and you do it kind of lazy, rhythmatic. It'll drive you crazy, rhythmatic. It's a bit of tucking, you raise your shoulder and you drop, you dip, you glide, and then you walk a
Big
little
Rennick's
bit.
apartment has to be destroyed.
Stomp a
Instead of
little
a
bit.
guy with Goodwill destroying anything,
Stomp a
including your
little
30
bit.
plus private secretary.
But it's not chance to think of
The
big
whole place
things.
is a raging
Everybody's doing rhythmatic.
to the window and
There's something doing rhythmatic.
Inspector Magnus
Every
there
little
is a
poet
police
is
still in the front
perfect
door.
on his to the floor.
And life is just a little more tedious at that. Now, there's no mood for any jokes about barbecue.
Gotta do that rhythmatic.
Idiots must be asleep. Okay, Julie, stand back. They used to be an opponent for this thing. I should try to use it.
Mrs. Ziegfeld always said, if a showman used his head, he presents the finest tenor he could find. And that brings us to you. So, we're representing the Melton who calls himself tenor, a tenor our audience always acclaims. For scene number 2 is
You're
the
the
song
one
that
organizing
beguiles.
this, Morgan.
Yours is my heart of
Oh,
own,
look, I can
from the
explain,
land
but nobody's going to
smile.
believe me.
James
However, I'd like to know how much more than anybody else. After that, you got some questions to answer, boys. Expect me to believe a fucking bullshit. Couldn't tell, and almost
Make life worthwhile.
burns in homicide. Well, there's the title of it.
Your voice
Something wrong? Is it a copy of the new These were not lost words,
Wherever fate may guide me, I feel you there beside me, and I would humbly kneel before you, say how madly I adore you.
Half a book isn't much use to anyone, is
Your glamorous hair, dreams of a world divine are revealed in your
Inspector, I suggest we go talk to the lady. May I remind you that you're under arrest?
Okay, but I've got a hunch. I don't give a hoot about your hunches.
your smiling face are the thorn
That'll be enough for you. Now, where do we find her and Seymour, I'm sorry, we don't have to. I'm not a customer, Mr. Fremont. I just wanted to have a chat with your sister. Helen is here.
every thought I own, of the dream of every dream. What makes life seem worthwhile? When in your charm, and the spell of your smile, there is as your voice whispering, I love you dearly.
When it's apartment reached of it, the night he was killed. The manuscript of his half-finished novel reached of it, too.
We've been told that there's a rumor. You're about to hear some humor. So we are here again. We are here to perform our most pleasurable duty. For just as Palmolive Soap is a synonym for beauty, we are calling on someone whose name stands for laughter. Be ready to chuckle. Hang on to that laughter. This lady is worth it, whatever the price is. There's no one as funny as what Fanny Bryce is. Now, scene number 3 is as much fun as it looks. For here's famous Fanny Bryce and his baby Snurk. Miss Bryce!
He's one of us, no right. My whole life, he only wrote one book.
This room is an awful mess. Look,
That caught the public's eye, and it was a bestseller. But he couldn't
come
maintain
here
the
at once.
standard. No, it wasn't, but he just didn't have
Why
the
didn't you
time.
come when I called you?
I didn't hear you the first 2 times.
You're supposed to.
Look at the mess in this parlor. For the vase is broken, ink on the carpet, the window is smashed. Did you do this?
Oh.
Don't look down at your feet, Snook. Look in my face when you answer me. Who made this mess?
Nursey done it, Daddy.
Why, Snook, you know Nursey is off today.
Yeah, but she came back and done it. I've seen her, Daddy.
You did, eh? Well, why is your dress covered with the same ink?
She spilled ink on me, too, Daddy.
Just before you pull
Snook,
that
you know
stump
that
of
Nursey
the
went out of
section
town this morning to visit her sick
I was checking
sister.
the
She
pipe.
couldn't possibly have come
Now,
back.
he kept his
I
gun in his
forgot.
bureau drawer.
She done it yesterday.
Yesterday, this room was in perfect shape.
So, apart from
Now,
Steve,
Snook,
only one
tell
other
me the
person
truth.
knows the key to that
How did
door.
this happen? Why did you break that vase?
I had to do it, Daddy.
You had to? Why?
On account of the 3 rattlesnakes.
What 3 rattlesnakes?
What did you say, Daddy?
You said you had to break the vase on the count of 3 rattlesnakes.
Yeah, Daddy. They came into the parlor, and I killed them.
Snooks, you know you're not telling the truth.
Well, maybe it was only 2 rattlesnakes, and they came to Palmolive Soap.
Now, how do you expect me to believe a story like that? There couldn't possibly be any rattlesnakes in the parlor.
Yes, there was, Daddy. There was one in here, and I killed him.
There isn't a rattlesnake in this whole part of the country.
Well, it was an awful big one.
Page 149.
Oh, worm in the parlor. Show me the worm. Why not?
The eagle ate us.
What eagle?
The eagle that knocked over the bottle.
Now listen, Snook, I've had enough of this. I want you to tell me the truth. If you tell me the truth, I won't punish you. Now promise me you won't fib anymore.
All right, Daddy.
Now what happened?
Well, I took out the ink bottle to write a letter, and a big lion jumped in through the window and scared me.
A lion jumped through the window?
Yeah, that's how the window got through.
Well, if a lion jumped through the window, why didn't the pieces of glass fall on the outside?
Well, the lion jumped in backwards.
Go on.
So I ran into the other corner, and there was 4 lions, and they all jumped on me, Daddy.
And then what happened?
I got killed.
How could you tell me such stories about lions? You know you never even saw a lion. Where did you see a lion?
Mrs. Smith has one next door, and that's the lion that came in.
Mrs. Smith has a lion? You know very well that's nothing but a little yellow dog. Now I want you to kneel down and pray for forgiveness for telling so many fibs. That's it. You pray to the Lord to make you an honest child. That's a good girl.
I'm finished, Daddy.
Did you pray?
Yes, Daddy. And the Lord said, I forgive you, Miss Snook. The first time I looked at that yellow dog, I thought he was a lion, too. All right, if it's my man you want, my man it will be. All right, Al, my man.
Drop that gun.
Oh, my man, I love him so. He'll never know.
Yeah, I'm still under
All my
arrest
life
for unlawful entry.
But I don't
Okay, Inspector.
care.
You only got
When
him in
he
the silver.
takes me in his arms.
Did you get all that?
Yes, Sergeant, I'll go down in shorthand. All right, you'll have to come with us, Mrs. Rennick. You too, Phoenix.
Mrs. Rennick?
What's the difference if I
No one
say
told you that.
I'll go away when I know I'll be back on my knees someday? Oh, whatever
Just to try out the ends for you, Helen was in Steve's apartment all the time. All the time Janine was there anyway. She heard the row every year. And that was the final straw. She'd already taken his gun, so the thought of killing him wasn't a new one. As soon as Janine went into the other room to have her nose, Helen came on out of the closet, shot Rennick, threw the gun on the floor, and lit out, leaving the attempting redhead to take the rest.
There was a detail said that
As for the fire,
the modern one was
well, it was the
beauty.
only way she could get rid of that
And
evidence
that's
without
very
attracting
beauty.
suspicion to herself.
So,
And as for Melissa
you
Morgan,
think that he was right.
well, she wanted
Lend
the
an ear
secret
to us
kept.
tonight.
The company had too
Yes,
much
sir,
at
man.
stake.
We cannot doubt.
She wasn't at all
You can
keen
tell
on
us
having me
all
dragging
about it.
around looking for the
Didn't
truth.
Paul King?
I was bound to find out about Helen Rennick.
Well, at any rate, I can tell the ladies and gentlemen in the audience something about you glorified American girls that they see on the stage.
But, Mr. King, see the street. After all, we have to eat.
Oh, I'll keep it sweet, I promise. They are beautiful, aren't they, ladies and gentlemen? Gloriously beautiful. You bet they are. And if it's the modern girl's duty to be beautiful, I think they performed their duty well. Which brings me to the real reason why I'm appearing on the Follies stage tonight. These girls use the beauty soap I'm going to talk to you about, Palmolive soap. And I'm sure it has helped in their glorification. That's right, isn't it, girls?
Thank you, Mr. King.
What's the average age of you glorified girls?
You promised, sir, to be discreet. Our years and days we won't repeat.
That's right, I did promise discretion. But the fact of the matter is, friends, that while these girls are young, some of them are not quite so young as they look. They all do look young, very young. Not one of them looks to be out of her late teens. Why? Because of the care they give their skin. As I said, they use Palmolive soap, the famous beauty soap made with olive and palm oil. Now, if you will use Palmolive soap as they do, you will keep the skin young, fresh-looking, lovely, or recapture its old youthfulness and beauty. Let me tell you why. Nature gives the skin certain oils, Youth oils, whose work it is to keep the skin soft, smooth, young. Without them, the skin becomes dry, rough, and old-looking. Made with olive oil, palm olive soap protects these youth oils of the skin. And that's how the smooth, gentle lather of palm olive can take years from the appearance of your skin. Palm olive soap has helped to glorify these girls here and millions of others all over the world. And palm olive soap can help you to have a lovelier, fresher, more gloriously youthful skin. Then, don't you think it would be well worth your while to try palm olive, to begin using it regularly and exclusively tomorrow, and quickly bring added glamour and youth to your skin?
That's the kind of good advice that leads to wedding bells and rice. And that brings us into you. So, to keep you all happy, we always contrive. We think you'll find laughter in scene number 5.
It's a song,
Yes.
a dance,
Yes.
and a story of romance. You'll be delighted.
And attentive.
And it's there.
The bride comes home's the title, meaning that is what it's called. Al Goodman. The honeymoon is over, and every crossing ocean, the bride feels such emotion, and seen the town again. When the bride comes home, and she tells her friends the trip abroad was so glorious. For the honeymoon in places that were notorious. But whenever the routine became too laborious, they started taking time out for love. And in their first little quarrel, he laid down the law while she had her say. She runs right back to mother, but finds that her mother had moved away, and there's no place to go. So the bride comes home. So at times they find their hobbies are so diversified. They agree it's nice to stay at home by the fireside. After all, she knows the beauty of every blushing bride. That's why she's taking time out for love. Here's the little scene between the girl and boy. We'll call the lady June a charming girl and coy. The lad's a different ilk. His name is Elmer Hicks, and cows he used to milk. You see, he's from the sticks. Where's Elmer?
Here I'll be. Out for a good time. It cost me 50 cents.
Where's Elmer?
God darn if it ain't a gal looking for me.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Hicks. Mr. Hicks, are you a married man?
No, but my pa was.
Oh, you sweet man. I'm going to kiss you.
Huh?
Where's Elmer?
And do you, Miss Jones, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Mr. Hicks, take this young woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Where's Elmer?
Oh, well, Mariah, it's good to see our son Elmer married off to a nice gal home on the farm.
Yes, Pa. The wedding ceremony today was right lovely.
Yes, Ma. Them kids sure must have been tired after the wedding. Retired as soon as they got home. Probably fast asleep by now.
Yes, Pa.
Mr. Hicks.
Well, if it ain't my new daughter-in-law. Thought you'd be fast asleep by now. What's ailing him?
Where's Homer!
Then you breathe, it's nice to stay home by the fire. After all, she knows the duty of every lovely night. That's why she's taking time out for love. We've been asked to settle a bet. Would you like to hear a duet? Well, we are here again. We hear Midnight in Paris with voices that mix. We titled this chapter as scene number 6, Hattie and Jimmy.
Sweet is the madness of midnight in Paris, Cherry. Hearts our young love is free. Won't you share it with me? Toujours l'amour. The hearts are in danger at midnight in Paris. What to be is to be. Won't you share love with me?
The moon is gold, my heart is cold, a throbbing voice within me calls, and I must obey. Midnight in Paris, a strange delight, steals through the night. I hear the sweetest music, and oh, what does it say? Midnight in Paris, live, romance and love. Sweet is the madness of midnight in Paris, chérie. Half the young love is free. Oh, you share it with me. L'amour, l'amour. Though hearts are in danger at midnight in Paris, chérie. What to be is to be. Won't you share it with me? It is the madness of midnight in Paris. The hearts are young. Where love is free, won't you share it with me? The audience is wearing its hands out with applause. Al Goodman turns, and his wife reaches out from her first row seat and clasps his hand. Backstage, everyone is gathered around Fanny Bryce. Everyone. James Melton in white tie and tails, Patty Chapin in silver sequins. The glorified chorus girls in their midnight costumes from the finale. Stage hands in shirt sleeves and suspenders. They're all talking.
Congratulations, Fanny. I thought you were swell.
Oh, how about yourself, Jimmy? Hawkins to you.
Thank you, Fanny. I hope so. Say, who is that little girl walking towards Miss Bryce's room?
Huh? Oh, I don't know her name. One of the ushers out front.
Good-looking kid.
Oh, pardon me.
Say, don't you think we have enough to do to strike this set without you coming around here?
Well, I'm just going to Miss Bryce's room.
Why don't you stay in your own side of the tent?
Joe.
Yeah?
Joe, where's Miss Bryce's room?
She don't like visitors between acts.
Oh, she's expecting me.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh. Where is it, Joe?
Right in front of you. Don't you see the big star plastered on the door?
Oh, thanks.
Look out. You want to kill yourself? Knock first. Don't walk in. She's changing her costume.
All right. Who is it? It's me.
Yes?
I want to see Miss Bryce.
She can't see nobody now. If you got a message from the front, I'll take it. Who is it, Jenny? One of the ushers from the front.
Alice Moore, tell her.
Alice Moore, Miss Bryce. Oh, tell her I'm sorry. I can't see anybody now. Tell her I'll see her for a few minutes after the show. Miss Bryce says she'll see you after the show.
Oh, thanks. Did she get my letter?
Yes, I think she did.
Thanks. I'll be back right after the next act.
In just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in the Follies Theater for the second act. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System. WABC, New York. Presenting the Ziegfeid Follies with Fanny Bryce, James Melton, Patty Chapin, Al Goodman's orchestra, and the Ziegfeld Chorus, glorifying the American girl. This production is presented to you by Palmolive Soap. Use it for your complexion, for your bath, for shampooing your hair. As you see a fresh glow in your skin, as you notice a new and youthful glamour in your complexion, you will realize why it is that Palmolive is the preferred toilet soap the world over. And now, on with the show.
The soldiers and the sailors and the ushers always said, there's nothing like a uniform to turn a lady's head. And that brings us in view. So, the boys will march at stiffest starts to start our second act. And as they sing, your ears will ring with joy you may have lacked. The changing of the guard is what we've understood. It's scene number 7, and it's uniformly good. Forward march!
There you see the changing of the guard. Stand maybe within the palace yard. And if you please to end your sails, you press your noses to the rails and watch from there the changing of the guard. Come along, palace, and there you see the changing of the guard. And stand maybe and stand within the palace yard. A touch of pride and pomp on every hand. A shout to crowd the welcome and behold, behold the changing of the guard.
Have you been to London?
Never been to London.
When you come to London,
Oh, tell us what we must do.
walk down the streets, take in the treats.
Why, there's the usual thing.
And if your spouse is keen on houses, why not show him the king? Go down the mall to Buckingham Palace.
Hurrah! Hurrah! They're all there's no place to go.
There you'll see the changing of the guard. And maybe within the palace yard, the royal standard in the breeze will tell you if their majesties are there to watch the changing of the guard.
Come on down to the palace and there you see the changing of the guard. And then they be ascended in the palace yard. They march away the ceremonial ends. And don't forget to tell your friends you've seen the changing of the
There's drama, there's humor, but heavens above, for real satisfaction, there's nothing like love. And that brings us in view. So, Patty Chapin has decided you should know love's so-called bliss. And we can hardly wait for scene number 8. It's dangerous to love like this. Patty Chapin.
Your arms have warned me. It's dangerous to love like this. But my heart's overjoyed. Even though I'm destroyed with a love like this. Tonight I love you so it frightens me. For every kiss you give enlightens me. I feel there's danger in everything you do. When I am close to you, your eyes have warned me. It's dangerous to love like this. Every glance means beware of the thrill that we share in this hour so heavenly. Your lips have warned me. It's dangerous to love like this. Every kiss in the dark is igniting the spark that is burning inside of me. And your caress is so tender. I'm afraid I'll surrender my very life to you. Your arms have warned me. It's dangerous to love like this, but my heart's overjoyed, even though I'm destroyed with a love like this.
Of all the stars that Mr. Ziegfeid found, there's one we hope will always hang around. And she is here again. Palmolive presents an extravagant comic, for you can't save on laughter, so why be economic? We think you've guessed who we're referring to, our favorite star, Miss Fanny Bright to you. Scene 9's an agency supplanting Cupid's dart, a place where marriages are planned. Fanny plays two parts. Miss Bright.
Come in. Ah, Mrs. Schultz. Well, what can I do for you?
Hello, Mr. Bill. I'm looking for a husband.
Why, Mrs. Schultz, I furnished you with a husband last week.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for.
Well, say, I remember when you and Mr. Schultz got caught in a revolving door. Was that the first time you met?
No, but that's when we started going around together.
Well, Mrs. Schultz, I've got just the man for you. A wealthy widower.
A wealthy widower?
Yes, and he'll treat you right. He'll give you parties. And before you're married, he'll give you a shower.
A shower?
Yes, and I'll come to that shower. Tell me, what shall I bring?
You bring the Palmolive soap.
Miss Bright's in a different pose, as back in the bureau she goes. All righty.
The top of the morning to you, Mr. Burns. I'm a poor, witty woman, and it's looking for a husband I am.
Well, I'll try to accommodate you, Mrs. O'Reilly. Tell me, did you get along with your last husband?
Sure, we lived like a couple of lovebirds. Of course, once in a while, O'Reilly would get drunk and bake me up. And occasionally I'd lose me temper and crown him with a rolling pin. But never once did he have to call in the police.
Did he ever strike your children?
No, only in self-defense. He was good to me and the children, poor mite.
Tell me, did he ever come home and throw his arms around you?
Sometimes before I could even strike a blow.
Well, I've got a fine man here for you, but he wants a wife who's a good cook. What's your favorite dish?
With Mike, it was the heaviest one I could lay my hands on.
Who was your husband before O'Reilly?
He was a man by the name of Quinn.
Well, that's a good old Irish name, Quinn. Did he spell it Quinn?
No, he wasn't Irish. His name was Cohen. 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 Thank you. Thanks. But I really didn't step out here in front of the curtain to accept applause. No, indeed, not that I don't like it. I love it. But I really came out to tell you a little something about scene number 10. You know, I've been in the Follies through 18 years. I've watched youngsters come in unknown and almost overnight become stars. Seen them come and I've seen them go. And what memories. Memories of great performers. My friends Eddie Cantor, W.C. Fields, Marilyn Miller, Ruth Etting, Gilda Gray. Oh, I could name them on and on for hours. And tonight, as we launch this new Ziegfeid Follies of 1936, we've worked out a Follies review to bring back some of those memories. Memories of other performances when slow Ziegfeld glorified the American girl. The producers have asked me to introduce this review to you. So, Al Goodman, if you're ready, bring up the curtain.
Oh, wonderful day. Oh, wonderful day.
When under a full harvest moon shining bright, sat Miss Nora Baines and her lover one night. Back in 1908, 'twas a wonderful sight.
Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no loving since April, January, June, or July. No time, ain't no time to stay outdoors and through. Oh, shine on, harvest moon, for me and my gal. Oh, wonderful day.
Remember our friend with the googly eyes? The last year of the war, he gave us a surprise. When Cantor sang this, the applause you'll surmise.
Dreamy eyes, and every time she sighs, you forget your family. The other evening in a cabaret we spent. When I saw the check, I thought it was the rent. But when the waiter came, she simply signed her name. That's the kind of a baby for me. Oh, wonderful day.
When John Steele sang this song, the girls all would beam. It's since been selected as Flo Ziegfeld's theme. After 17 years, the song still is supreme.
A pretty girl is like a melody that haunts you night and day, just like the strain of a haunting refrain. She'll start upon a marathon and run around your brain. You can't escape. She's in your memory by morning light and noon. She will leave you and then come back again. A pretty girl
a pretty
When Gallagher and Sheen made the audiences roar till all held their sides, which by then were sore, they applauded them back, calling more, more, and more.
Mr. Gallagher, oh, Mr. Gallagher.
Hello, what's on your mind this morning, Mr. Sheen?
Cost of living went so high that it's cheaper now to die. Positively, Mr. Gallagher.
Absolutely, Mr. Sheen.
Oh, a wonderful day.
I'll never forget sunny Marilyn Miller. And she was so good. Flo just had to bill her in a girls' minstrel show that was surely a thriller. And future Ziegfeid Follies. And now, on with the show.
There's a feeling that before our show is wound up, you would all enjoy our Ziegfeid Follies roundup. And that brings us in view. So, in a handsome cowboy outfit and his winning western ways, James Melton's going to sing to you of covered wagon days.
In a 5-gallon hat looking picturesque and quaint, slowly heading westward on a pinto known as Paint,
with the chorus there surrounding him, we find our James Prairie and close our Ziegfeid Follies with the ditty of the prairie. James Melton.
I'm a roving cowboy, far away from home, far from the prairie where I used to roam, where the doggies wander and the wind blows free. Oh, my heart is yonder by the lone prairie. Oh, carry me back to the lone prairie, where the coyote howl and the wind blows free. And when I die, you can bury me 'neath the western sky on the lone prairie. Take me back to my boots and saddle. Let me greet each blazing morn on the ranch where I was born. Give me my boots and saddle. I'm heading for the last roundup. Oh, carry me back to the lone prairie. Lone prairie. Where the coyotes howl and the wind blows free. And when I die, you can bury me 'neath the western sky on the lone prairie. Thank you, everybody. Miss Wright, Miss Wright.
happy you like our show. Everybody, come on stage. Miss Chapin, chorus.
Down goes the curtain. The people who are drawn together into the theater scatter. Backstage, the chorus girls are getting ready to scatter, too. They're in their dressing room taking off makeup, carefully hanging up colorful costumes. They're talking, discussing.
I can hardly wait.
Gee, I'm so excited. Oh, I've got to wire my mother right now.
Oh, now I can buy that darling evening wrap I saw in Saks the other day. Oh, here comes Henry to stay.
Who's he?
Well, don't you know? He's the greatest makeup expert in the world.
Well, hello, girls. Say, I wanted to tell you, that makeup looked great tonight.
It did?
It certainly did.
Oh, it comes off nicely, too, Mr. Despain.
Well, that's good news, because I recommended a supply of palm olive soap for you girls to use when removing it.
Did you recommend palm olive soap for our showers, too, Mr. Despain?
Yes, I did.
Good for you. It's the best soap for bathing I've ever used, and it's not one of those strong-smelling soaps either.
Right. You know, it's a funny thing, but many people seem to think they've got to use a strong-smelling soap for the bath. They're afraid that otherwise they won't really feel clean. You know, if I were one of you girls out there in the front lines, I wouldn't use anything but palm olive, either for your faces or your bathing. You want to keep young looking. And you don't want some hard-boiled stage manager to say to you someday, "Say, babe, you're getting too old for the Follies," when you're only 26 years old. Palm olive helps to keep your skin young. Well, girls, good night. Congratulations, and have a swell time at your party.
Thanks.
Good night.
They're off to the party. They're off to gaiety. But Alice Moore, what of Alice Moore, the little usher? She's going backstage to talk with Fanny Bryce. And for Alice Moore, that's the greatest event in her young life. We'll follow her backstage.
Oh, come right in. Thank you. Janie, come on, hook this thing for me. I'm coming. Sit down, Mr.
Moore. Alice Moore.
Oh, yes. Get the shoulder strap straight, Janie.
Yes,
I read your note, Alice.
Did you, Miss Bryce? It was awfully nice of you to read it. If you notice the date on it, I wrote it about 10 days ago.
Did you? My slippers, Janie. Just there.
Well, if you're too busy, I can come back some other time.
Oh, it's all right. You think you can sing? Is that what's bothering you?
Yes, Miss Bryce, I can do every one of your songs. Every single one of them. Not as good as you do them, of course, but...
Oh, don't do imitations. Do something of your own. Be yourself. Nobody gets very far copying. That's what imitations are. My other slipper, Janie.
Yes, sir. Well, I can do things of my own, too, Miss Bryce.
You can?
Uh-huh.
That was a long letter you wrote me, Alice.
That's just how I feel, Miss Bryce. Maybe they're just cold words written in ink to you, but every word I wrote came right from inside of me. Oh, you must have felt once what I'm feeling now.
I guess I did. But I wish I'd had somebody to tell me when I'm going to tell you.
Yes?
If you had the talent of 10 Fanny Bryces, I'd say, stay away from it.
Oh.
And someday when you've married a nice boy and you have a lovely family, you'll come back and thank me.
Oh, I won't. I know I won't. You love what you're doing. You couldn't do it if you didn't, Miss Bryce. Well, I'm only asking you to help me.
Some people to see you, Miss Bryce.
In a minute. My dress, Jenny.
Yes. Will you? Well, won't you just let me sing for you sometime?
Don't tell me those are real tears.
Well, I only wanted you to hear me.
And if I tell you that you haven't anything, will you give it up?
No.
No?
No, I won't.
Well, you got something. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Miss Bryce, some people to see you.
Tell them to come in.
And I guess that's my exit cue.
Right now it is. But I've got an entrance line for you, too, Alice.
Oh, Miss Bryce, that's grand.
Here's a pencil. Take it down. Butterfield 78492. Call me up tomorrow morning at 11. Now I want to hear you. Butterfield 78492. Got it?
8492. Oh, yes.
Don't lose it.
Don't worry, Miss Bryce. I won't.
Alice Moore holding tight to a slip of paper with Fanny Bryce's telephone number written on it and a promise of an audition leaves the Follies Theater happiest song in her heart. She has looks, ambition. She has courage. What is her destiny? Is it linked up with the Follies we heard tonight? Is it linked up with Fanny Bryce, James Melton, and Patty Chapin? We'll see. We'll see. We'll be here next week for the second edition of the Ziegfeid Follies of the Air with the greatest, the most popular hits of Broadway today and yesterday. The Ziegfeid Follies of the Air. Don't miss it. Don't miss the story behind the scenes, the story of pretty Alice Moore. Music, drama, comedy, and thrills next week in the Ziegfeid Follies. It's a date with your radio. And if you live in New York or are coming to New York, don't miss seeing the Ziegfeid Follies in person at the Winter Garden Theater.
As you listen to the Follies tonight, friends, we hope that you paid careful attention to what we've had to say about Palmolive soap. We hope, too, that no later than Monday you will act upon these suggestions. We'll get just 3 cakes of Palmolive from your dealer. See for yourself the wonders it can work in bringing new smoothness, new beauty to your skin. And now, until next Saturday night, Palmolive bids you good night. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.